Welcome back to another pickups video with Remember the Great Sports. This is a little special pickups video. This is my AAGPBL All-American Girls Professional Baseball League pickups video that goes hand in hand with the AAGPBL 75th reunion video that took place in Kansas City this past weekend. I am going to share with you the stuff that I got signed. I'm going to share with you some of the stuff that I also bought while I was there. And if you haven't had a chance to check out that video, I will put a link up here in the corner. And I will also post it down below in the description. And you can also click on it at the end of this video as well. And that's going to be pretty important because I'm going to make a little bit of an announcement towards the end of this video to maybe give away some of this stuff that I picked up. So, alright, to start, I may have to zoom out to get all this on the screen, so bear with me. The first item that I picked up for my wife, and you may have seen it in the video, is a official AAGPBL t-shirt. I bought this for my wife so she could wear it to baseball games with me. This isn't for me. It's not big enough, to be honest with you. But I thought this was a pretty cool shirt. I gave my wife a call, and you cannot believe how cheap the stuff was that they were actually selling there. This shirt was only $10. $10. That's it. Now, if you want to get some of these shirts or their merchandise, I believe they do sell them online, but I think they charge a little bit more. They have the online markup on them. So, in person, I thought for $10, I gave my wife a call and said, hey, you want me to grab that shirt for you? And she said, absolutely. So going along with that, I also bought her the official sweatshirt as well. And this commemorates the 75th anniversary right there. 1943 to 2018. I'm sorry that I kind of ruffled it up on here on the camera here, but this was only $20 for a sweatshirt. I mean, you almost pay $10 plus going to Walmart and just buying a blank sweatshirt. So, you know, for $20 to get the sweatshirt, I told her this can be the sweatshirt you wear when I drag you to baseball games in April when it's still cold. So she laughed at that. But anyways, just wanted to share that with you. All right, the first item I want to share with you is a poster that was only $5 at the reunion. And if you watched the video, you saw me actually show this off a couple times. Once before it was signed and once after it was signed. So I'm going to show this poster to you a little bit, and while I'm talking, I'm going to actually post the list of all the people that were at the event, and you probably saw that in the other video as well. And that's who signed this. So I got everybody to sign this poster except for one person that was in attendance there. So the cool thing is I got everybody but one person there. So here is the poster in its entirety. And this was only $5 at the merchandise table. $5. And I am going to obviously get something to put this in, oversized top loader, you know, something. And you can see how the ladies have very nice penmanship on almost all their signatures. You know, very legible to be able to read those. It lists all of the teams that were in the AAGPBL and what years they were in the league. So this is very cool. And if you look down at the bottom, the Ellington All-American All-Stars are also listed. So very nice. Very cool to add this to the collection. Tell me what you guys think This is probably one of my most favorite autograph pieces now. That it's signed by about 25 people. And one more person that I want to mention that did sign this, and I'll try to zoom in on her autograph, and I'll talk a little bit about her later, but down at the bottom I will put a link, and one of the guests that was there was Perry Barber, who is a former female umpire, and you can see that she inscribed it, Umpire's Rule. It's kind of hard to see, but it's this one right here. Perry Barber, Umpire's Rule. And Miss Barber has actually commented on one of my videos before here on YouTube, so hopefully she'll see this and comment again. So thank you very much, Miss Barber, and thank you for all the ladies that are on that list that I just showed you. And we will move on to the next item. Alright, well, if you watched my previous video, you saw these books that I'm about to show you. And I showed you this book on camera right here, and this is the book written by Sue Macy. And I actually had the opportunity to meet Sue at this event. She was present there. Here is a picture of her actually holding the books that I had her sign at the event. Now this hardback book, okay, is her first edition. She opened it up. It's a former library book. But I showed this to you in the last video, and this is what I got signed along with the poster. My father was handling other books, and I did this, and the poster is what I was getting signed as my two items. So this is signed by everybody that was there, except again for that one individual who got up too early and I wasn't able to get them, which is fine. Maybe I'll catch up to her again some other place. But if you turn a couple pages, I also got Sue to sign the book. I showed this book to a lot of the ladies, and of course they, flipped it over and said, "Oh yeah, Sue's book, this is a good book." And one of them's like, "Oh, well, she's standing right over there." And I'm like, "Really?" "Yeah, she's right over there." So one of the players pointed out Sue to me in the crowd, and I kind of made a motion to her and got her attention. And after I got through the line, getting everything signed, I went right over to her. I said, "Sue, I have a couple copies of your book." And she opened it up and said, "Well, that's the first edition." And I said, "Well, I got from the library. You can see it X'd out there. But I also had a softback copy of her book as well. And I didn't get anyone to sign this except I got Sue, again, to sign the author page. But there was one more person in attendance that one of the cool things about this book, and I'll open it up to the page on here while I flip on the other one. One of the cool things about this book is Sue actually put together the all-time Dream Team lineup based on records as All-Stars Players of the Year for every position on the diamond. So this is your all-time team. And with that said, leaving it on the first page, Gene Faut was actually in attendance at this event. And I apologize about not reading Sue's book because I just got this a couple weeks ago. But the old copy, the paperback, I had Gene sign her page. So I got Gene to sign this one on her page, and I got Sue to sign her page on there. And the first thing Gene said when she saw that picture was, "That is the worst picture I've ever seen of myself." So Gene also signed this book. She is right there. So she was the third to last person that I actually got to sign this book. So very happy that she signed this. if you get an opportunity, check out Sue Macy's website. I'll put it in the description below. It's also on the picture that I just showed you as well. It's simply www.suemacy.com. So thank you, ladies. Now, the next books, this is what my father was carrying around. And I showed these also before they were signed. And this is the copy that he got signed. And he did his best to change pins, but some of the ladies signed in black before he could get those pins switched out. And Jean Faut was one of them, actually. But we got everybody to sign this except for 2 people, I believe. Again, because they just couldn't sit through the 2-hour period. So he got that one signed, and he got a second one signed, actually, as well. And I know one of the books is only signed by one of the ladies. I can't remember which one. I'll have to go through and look, because she had a little trouble signing her name. So I kind of turned to my dad and said, just have her sign one, because it's a struggle for her to get, the autograph out. So very happy to get these books also signed. So in total, I got 4 books signed, and very happy that I did so. Another thing I want to mention is there were a lot of ladies that never saw that book. They saw Sue Macy's book, but a lot of them were like, well, I've never seen this book before, when my dad handed it to them. So moving on, here are some of the other items that I showed off earlier, and I wasn't able to get all of them signed, but I was able to get a couple of them signed. And these are the postcard, or the greeting cards, and I got Jean to sign that. And this one was signed by Tony Palermo, who was also featured in my video. So this wasn't a primary thing to get signed for me. I probably could have went through the line and got every single lady to sign this. As you can see, there's plenty of space. But I had too many items. I mean, I didn't want to push my luck, so I only selected a couple. One of the other things that they had for sale was the 75th anniversary first day issue, I guess you would call it. And you can see that it was stamped at South Bend. So they must have had an event in South Bend, Diamond Memories. But I only got Jean to sign one of these. Again, I wasn't trying to push my luck too much, as she signed a couple items for me earlier. So I got her on this and one of those photo postcards. But this gives me something else to get signed if I wind up going to another event in the future. So those are that. Now, in addition to all of the stuff that I just showed you, the ladies were actually handing out some of their own personal items. And I'm going to share with you some of the items that they were handing out. And to start, most of the ladies, I'm just picking one at random here. I'm going to pick her because I talked to her for a little bit. Is these fancy little paper cards. And what they are basically are reproductions of their original AAGPBL cards that were produced in the 80s. I was looking at trying to get this set to bring with me, but because I didn't know who was going to be there, who was in the set, the price of the set, I had a lot of trouble trying to track those down. So I was very happy to see these laying on the tables for the ladies to sign. Alright, sorry about the footage there. I gotta quit moving around, I guess. But I got a wonderful amount of these. I mean, I'm just throwing a few out in no particular order. I mean, there's my buddy Tony, Tony Palermo. But all of the ladies were basically signing these and handing them out, and a lot of them had them already signed on their table, and there were a couple that didn't have pictures available, I guess, like Eula Miller here. There's Gloria, who's also featured in my video, Gloria McCloskey Rogers, or Gloria McCloskey as she went by when she was playing. My father grabbed this one because I know I didn't get her to sign one of these, so my father must have grabbed this one. But here's one with Jean Faut, and there's all her stats. Again, she is considered probably the best overhanded pitcher that ever played in the league, so very happy to have that in my collection. But I talked about Perry Barber earlier in the video, so Ms. Barber, if you happen to see this video, definitely make a comment below. But I got two of those actually. One, I grabbed one and my father grabbed one. And she wrote Umpire's Rule, Perry Barber. And you can see her, you know, in her glory there as an umpire. So very happy to add her to the collection. And I actually just found this. I think Gloria must have handed that to me while I was interviewing her as well. So another Gloria McCloskey Rogers photo. So in closing, with those, I'm not closing the video out, but very happy to have that nice stack of free autographs. Now, one more lady that was there, her name was Dolly Vanderlip, or Lippy. She was handing out her own cards, and she saw my book and said, well, you need a bookmark too. So she gave me and my father each a bookmark and a card. So thank you, Dolly, for giving those to me and my father. Alright, so finally, if you guys watched the video and you've been with me all this time, there was a family there that was handing out their mother's signed cards. Her mother had passed away 2 years ago, and she went to all these events, and they came to this event in honor of their mother, and that person is Lou Erickson Sauer, or Louise Erickson. And if you saw in the video, you saw me mention to her family members, as I grabbed a stack, that I was getting these for my subscribers. So, contest announcement. Not really a contest. The first 5 people that respond to my pinned comment down below, and that'll be the comment that I make about this video, I will send you one Lou Erickson autograph card. All you have to do is provide me your address and the card will be yours. But there is a catch. One more thing that I want you to do is also comment on the other video, the AAGPBL video, and there will be a pinned comment there as well. And just comment on both videos. The requirements of you winning the prizes: A, you have to be a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, please become one. That simple. Thumbs up the video, and you know, that's about all I ask. So I just ask you to bear with me if I don't get back to you right away. I do have a lot of work stuff to do this upcoming week, but I hope to have this posted announcing the contest. The first 5 people that comment on this video in the pinned comment below will receive one of these signed cards. And that's why I grabbed these. If you actually saw me grab 6, I've already sent one out to another YouTuber. They just don't know it yet. So let me know your comments. Definitely, if you're interested in autographs, make your comments on that pinned comment. If not, just give a random general comment. But if you could care less about the autographs, I still want to thank you for watching this. One last plug is I'm going to put the link to the AAGBPL website below. If you guys could consider donating to them. This is not a, solicitation for your money in any ways, but this organization barely is, they're getting by the best they can, is the way I'm trying to put it. And any financial support through donations or memberships are greatly appreciated because, like I said in the video, we need to keep the memory of these ladies alive. So, in closing, I hope you liked this video. It is a little bit long, but it's announcing a contest. So the first 5 people that comment below and comment on the second video as well, you get one of my cards. And I will contact you, through the best way I can, but I will also post my email address down in the description. So if I say you are one of the winners, just simply email me down below and send me your address and tell me your screen name or whatever, Bob Smith 27, whatever your YouTube name might be. And I'll get the card out to you as soon as I can. So thanks for watching and happy collecting.